Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the SU-14-1. It's the Tier 7 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Overlord, and it's under the command of llol97 of the TRACH clan.
Time to roll out.
Game on! Well, this one was relegated to the Collector's tab because they already had the S-51 in the game and they didn't need two Soviet Artys, which is a bit of a pity really, because this is actually quite an interesting Arty in many senses. You can tell by the fact that he's got the very long howitzer that this is the 152mm, the BR2. It's capable of doing 600 alpha, 38mm pen, 7.2 meters on burst radius, between 11.5 and 23 seconds of stun. Okay, enemy tanks are coming into sight. Now you'll have to excuse llol. He has this thing about zooming between different targets very quickly, and it can make it a little difficult to watch sometimes. It's a bit like that motion sickness thing. And yes, he has been known to look away after he shoots at a target, and then we don't get to see what happens to the shell. But he does get some good shots every now and then. He's just fired a round in, and it did land near that Stugdrei Ausrungi. He's in a tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks in it, so it could be interesting because there's going to be a few tanks on the enemy team which he might be able to pen. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. We think there's an enemy tank down there. He's having a quick look from above. Oh, somebody's in the bowl. Well, they were momentarily, but the Stug just got wiped out. Okay, so he's into reload again. Standard reload for this Arty is 23.97 seconds. You can see the actual reload, 19.31 for llol. Okay, we've got an AT-15A. That's the tier 7 premium tank destroyer. He fired a little late because the AT-15 was maneuvering to get into a position where he can start shooting that 17-pounder gun. But he's staying around because he wants to get another shot on the guy. Okay, he's lining it up. That guy's tracked. Rounds out. Well, he did get a hit that time, and he's tracked the guy again. 156 hit points. It looks like he's a one-shot. If he does get the next one, it could be a kill. Please do stay and watch the kill. Okay. Rounds out. Oh, no. He looks away. And he did kill that tank, so he didn't see that. You know, part of the thing with actually doing this channel is to try and find replays that show the skills of the player, but also that people want to watch. And if somebody's actually showing their skill, but they keep looking away all the time, or they keep zooming about the battlefield, which makes it very difficult to watch, then obviously the viewers are not going to be interested. And that means the person who's doing the video, like me, is not going to want to actually do a replay where all your audience is not going to watch the video. They're not going to watch it because they're going to look at it and say, well, why should I watch that particular player? Because he keeps looking away and I don't get to see anything. So I do hope all of you players who do look away and who do zoom about the battlefield do take that on board. Because if you don't want to provide the audience with a decent video that they can watch, then there's no point in doing your videos. That's the whole point, you know. You want to have your skill seen by others. But if you won't let them see your skill because you keep moving about a lot, making it very difficult to view, then obviously there's no reason to do the video because nobody's going to watch it. Okay, fired at that target. You can see what I mean about llol likes to move about the battlefield a lot, looking for his next target. Ideally, you just use the minimap and use the control key to move the cursor over the minimap and right-click on the spot you want to see, and then the view will go there straight away. But if you keep moving your mouse about to look all over the battlefield, then the audience are going to say, oh, this is giving me motion sickness. Now, Jingles has actually disqualified people, or rather, he's actually pointed out that you can't have videos where you have somebody going in and out all the time. And even some players have admitted that because they know how annoying it is for the audience to keep seeing that sort of thing. So I have given you fair warning that llol97 does like to look from so many different angles that it does make it rather difficult to follow what he's doing. And he does like to look away after he's shooting so you don't get to see the kill. But this video is worth watching for one reason. Well, a couple of reasons actually towards the end of the film. And I think you'll understand when you do see them. So far, only the one kill. That AT-15A. But he's hunting around for another one. And he's found a Cromwell. Now, he's hiding next to that bunker. From this angle, we can probably land the shell fairly close to him. Oh my God, he just took him out. He actually retreated. We couldn't see the retreat. But as he pulled back, he actually the shell went straight through him. So the Cromwell has been wiped out. I was about to point out, the burst radius being 7 meters, he only needed to land the shell fairly close to the target, and he would have done some damage. Again, he's looking about the battlefield as hard as he can. And I know, for those of you who has got motion sickness, I understand it if you don't want to watch the video. And if you don't, then obviously, you know, I'll pass that on to Lol so that he knows that when we don't do his videos in future, it's entirely because nobody wanted to watch them. Hopefully, he will change the way he actually plays so that he doesn't end up missing out. That's another kill. He just got the SV, who was very low on hit points, so sitting on the edge of the bowl in the bushes and took a hit. Now there's a Panzerfaust H sitting just over the lip of the bowl there. And now a P-43-2 is coming to sight. Rounds out. Well, he hit that guy in the rear, and you can see where the impact point was, right on the rear of the tank on the engine deck. So yellow mark there where the shell impacted. And it looks like he just got hit by the other Arty on our team, which is an SU-14-1. Okay, an M4A3 EZ8 there, just on that corner. Very difficult to shoot a tank that's actually on a rise like that, a ground rise, because it's actually, or ridgeline, mainly because it's actually difficult to work out where to aim the shell to get the shell to skim over the ridgeline and onto the target. He fires at the P-43 just as he retreats. Doesn't get the hit. Now, I think he can probably see on the mini-map that Panzerfaust H is still in the bowl and on this end of it as well. In fact, there he is. He's just popped up into sight, but it looks to me like llol97's been distracted because he's not hunting for a target at the moment. He's found the P-43-2, who's on this side of the battlefield, on the east. There's nobody between him and that turret other than the Skoda T25 and a G2. Now, he's not going to get a shot on that P-43 Beers, mainly because of the windmill, which is partial of the way through the reticule. You can see the reticule has been obstructed. And yep, the shell hits the windmill instead. So he didn't get anything from that shot. Okay, he's loaded again. I can see various shells flying through the air. He's looking for where the EZ8 was last seen, but he can't see it at the moment. There's the Panzerfaust, just hiding behind that rock. Keeps popping up to take a look, and it looks like he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. again. He's looking around. And the Panzerwehr is right on the edge of the bowl now. There he is. Rounds out. Oh, unfortunately, it hits the edge of the bowl. And it looks like the Skoda, who's very badly damaged, has come back to stay with us. And he's attracting the Arty fire as he does come back. At this moment, you can see that llol97 is actually in fairly good cover in this position, so the enemy can't see him. But if that Panzerwehr comes in this direction, he might find him. Okay, we're watching for that Panzerwehr. He's asking for help. Wants to get a spot. Oh, he's found him. Rounds out. That's a kill. That went straight through the rear of the vehicle. 197 hit points. Now he's having another look at that P43 Biz, but he is a splash kill, that guy, for 27, was it 28 hit points? Very low. But yet again, he hits the windmill. I think the Semavente on our team is moving up because he thinks he can actually get a shot on that guy. There he is. Only 5 tanks left on either team, except the enemy team still got both their Arty. We lost our SU-122A. Both enemy Arty are actually focusing on the Semavente at the moment. And he's trying to get at that P43 Biz. Can't see him. There he is. That's a very difficult shot. In fact, somebody is now indicating on the east side of the map. Yeah, it got past the windmill, but it couldn't get past the bunker. And they're now indicating that there's nobody guarding on the east side of the map, except maybe the Skoda sitting behind us. And of course, it's not very helpful if he's sitting behind us, because there is an enemy tank on that side of the map. And it's the P43 Tour, I think. Because the P43 Biz is behind the bunker, but the P43 Tour is elsewhere. We know where the EZ8 was last seen. That's the only other medium tank that we know on their team. Semvente's asking the Fury to move up. There's the enemy Arty. Okay, well, it's a PP. They lost their P43 Biz. We're going for the PP. Rounds out. Well, we got some damage. It looks like he was tracked. And we got the damage assist out of that one as well, so he did go down. But an enemy tank has turned up. It's the P43 Tour, and he's just taken out our Skoda, who was hiding at the back of the map. Now, can we get a shot? Yes! Well, it was a very unconventional way of aiming. He went to the overhead mode and shot and got the kill on the Skoda. But that just leaves the P43 Tour. But that just leaves 2 left on the enemy team. They're EZ8 and the GW Panther. So we're reloading at the moment. There's the EZ8 in the distance. Yeah, can we get a shot on him? Well, he's hiding behind that house, and that's an immovable object. We can't destroy it. It's one of those buildings that you can't wipe out, but he's fired around in. And he did get a critical hit, and he got stun assist. Well, it means he's got something out of that one, but that means now there's only one enemy left. It's the GW Panther. He's reloading. 1 round of stun. There's the GW. He's coming towards us. I thought the Arty might try to come this way. It's the most logical view for them to come because it's flatter ground. Ooh, he hits him in the gun shield. 209 hit points. He did get spotted, but the GW's on his way in. I think he wants the shotgun. Oh! Oh my gum! I think we want to see that again. Well, that was an amazing end because after he shotguns the GW, And I've taken all visuals out because you'll see the GW Panther come in, and he hits us with a round, and then there's a ram, and both of them die. Well, that was an amazing end to the game because both of them went out at the same moment. One Arty took care of the other Arty, and that just left his teammates still alive to claim the victory. It was an ace tanker game from llol97 in the SU-14-1. He got an eye for an eye because he died at the same moment as he killed the enemy, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He managed to get 15. And he got a Top Gun. Yes, that last kill, the GW Panther, was his 6th kill, and so that earned him another medal. His win rate from the game, 3,409, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. He was beaten to the punch by the GW Panther, funnily enough. 1,806 hit points went to the enemy RT, so he got the highest damage, but he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. But we can see that llol97 actually came in 3rd place because the Panzervier Ausrüstung H, that 3 marked medium sitting in the bowl that he killed, that guy had 1,745 hit points, and in 3rd place we've got llol97, 1,582. So 3rd place on damage, but of course he got the Top Gun. When it came to kills, yes, 6 kills to llol97. There's your Top Gun. 3 kills went to the GW Panther and also to that Panzervier Ausrüstung H with 3 marks. And also to the Fury on his own team. So 3 players vied for 2nd place. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in 2 of the columns. 1,172 went to llol97. 934 went to the Fury. And 709 went to the P43 Biz on his own team. He fired 23 rounds in that game. It's a lot of rounds, but that's because he's using the 152mm howitzer, which does give you the chance to get out more rounds, and it did go virtually to the whole distance. 6 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and 14 splash. Damage of 1,582 hit points, of which 1,025 brought more than 300 meters, so about 500 hit points at close range. Now, which ones do we know that he penetrated? Well, I rather suspect that he actually penetrated the GW Panther, but no, actually, funnily enough, it wasn't. He got all of that 360 from the splash damage and also from the ram. Note, the ones that he actually penetrated, if I show here, if I bring it up, was the Panzervier Ausrüstung H, the 3 marked medium. He put a shell through that guy's engine deck, and yep, he went out the game. And the other one that he penetrated as well, if I look through this list, I'm trying to find it, the Cromwell. Yes, he hit the Cromwell as well with a penetrating shot for 53 hit points. So, going back to the detail, he did receive 1 hit by way of splash damage. That was from the GW Panther at close range, and he did do the right thing to hold on to his shot and try and get the SU-14-1 whilst he was far enough away. What he didn't do, though, is he couldn't take out the SU-14-1 with just 1 shot. And as a result, yes, llol97 managed to get a ram that would actually take both of them out at the same time. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, that was the GW. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 were killed, 287 hit points of damage assistance, that was the Fifi on the enemy team, and 1,038 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made a loss out of this game, 6,092 credits, but he did pay full price for consumables, and if he actually bought it at half price, then that wouldn't show up and it would actually show a profit there every time he plays. 2,637 experience points out of the game as well. So llol97, yes, he did have a good game here. He did get a great result with a ram. I think the one thing he needs to decide, though, is how he's actually presenting these videos to other people, because if he makes the video very difficult to watch, then replays aren't going to get done. So it's entirely up to him. If he sends us in a replay and he's doing the same as ever, looking away after he shoots at an enemy tank so we don't get to see the kill, or he keeps moving all over the battlefield so we can't watch it because it's just inducing motion sickness, then we'll just send the replays back to him and say, I'm sorry, but that can't be done. And it's up to him. So he either gets his videos done or he doesn't. But I promise you, he won't get the videos done by anybody else, because people like Jingles and the like and Klaus Kellerman will just reject them out of hand because, of course, they don't want to give their viewers motion sickness either. So there you go. SU-14-1 game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.